back to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to Lost Creek Reservoir, Utah, and we've never been there before, so we're going to see how we do, and hopefully we can show you guys if this is a good lake or not. And so today it's April 30th, and it's been about 60 degrees as a high all week. That's 63 as a high today, but except yesterday the high was about 50, so it went down a little lower. In this Lost Creek Lake, it's a trout lake. It's got rainbows, cutthroats, splake, it's got brown trout, so it's a cold water trout lake.
Maybe an introduction on our channel, and what our goal is that we want to create a channel that will be specifically helpful for other Utah fishermen who want to learn from our experience and conditions and situations, see how that affects fishing. We're going to record all the conditions and then let you see how the fishing goes, and you can try to learn from that as we try to learn from that. But also we're going to report, of course, all the fishing lures that we use, colors, time of day, and how that seemed to affect things. So hopefully it'll be good for everybody.
So today it's a pretty clear day. There's no clouds or anything. It's pretty open.
All right, welcome back. This is Josh and Owen, and we're all set up to go and things here at Lost Creek. We've caught a few smaller fish today already before we got cameras going and stuff, but nothing really very good. But just now caught this nice cutthroat. We're gonna let him go. We're using, but what a pretty fish. Good boy. Today we're using, this is a custom painted lure that I painted. It's these holographic lures with a really small bill. It's not diving very deep. I've tried putting this lure on the downrigger that we have here. So the downrigger doesn't seem to really be fruitful. This is the downrigger setup that I have. It's just a very simple reel and telescopic rod, so that I don't have to have it stick out as far out the side of my kayak, which has been nice. It keeps it closer to the boat and more stable and things. But I've been trolling with two different clips and two different lures at various different depths, but nothing, we haven't caught anything except for the ones that have been shallow. So that cutthroat there that we just let go is 18.5 inches. It was pretty fun. But let's see, I'll show you one more lure that we've been catching fish on that we painted ourselves as well. Painting lures is really quite fun. We've enjoyed it a lot, and honestly some of the lures that we painted are doing better than store-bought lures and Rapalas and stuff like that anyways. So, and they're cheaper and fun to make. So we just use a little airbrush and brush them and then epoxy them. So one sec, this is almost down to the depth we want.
I just had something come up and look at mine.
Just got something looking at yours?
Yeah.
Alright, we're almost there. This is another lure that's caught a few of the smaller fish on it as well. It's a big lure. Surprised the little 8 to 10 inch rainbow trouts are biting that and barely fit the hooks in their mouths. But anyways, this is a really pretty, kind of almost a bluegillish design lure. And that's worked out really well too. We just tip it with a little bit of worm on the front hook so it doesn't mess up with the waggle of the tail there. Today I think we're gonna start trying to troll around a little more after lunch, or drift with the wind if the wind picks up, and use some different jigs and things like that. So we'll check in with you if we have more action. Oh, Owen, I got one. Alright, that one was on this custom painted pattern again. Try to bring that closer to you. Fish on. Feels decent. Ugh. Decent rainbow. Fish on again. Quit Simon me, fish. Alright, that was another pretty little trout. Another one that was caught on this custom painted lure that I made. Whew. We'll show better pictures of these when we're done fishing, but they sure seem to like that color or something. Catch any? I caught 2 more.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why?
Mostly right by the islands over there, just chilling on the other side of those islands.
Huh.
Both of them were, well, one was about a 14-inch rainbow. The other was like a 10-inch.
He feels pretty small, whatever he is. Yeah. Little rainbow. So I just casted my line out to troll about a minute and a half ago. So, bit pretty quickly. As soon as I get the hook out, I'll show you what I caught him on. Okay, just another 10 or 12-inch little rainbow here. The lure I caught him on is this little jerkbait. I painted it myself. And I put so I'll show you close in a sec. You tip a worm right in the front hook so it doesn't affect how it swims at all. That's what I caught him on. Another fish hit. Just barely. Feels a little bigger than the last one. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Take that off. Ooh, it might be a little bigger. It's 110 feet deep, and it's 2:30 p.m. Water temperature is just 45 degrees. He's a little bigger than this one. Cutthroat. Yeah, it's a cut. I don't know. Just give me a second. And I caught him on a different lure than the last one that I showed you. It looks pretty much the same, but it's just a little bit different shape and stuff. It looks like a cutthroat, but it's got kind of like tiger trout patterns. I don't know if those are in here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it with the camera, through the camera either. It's not bad. He's probably 16. Well, no, not quite. A little under 16 inches or something like that. Alright, there we go. Kind of tiger troutish patterns right there. I don't know if you see it or not. I'm just gonna say it's a cutthroat. And the lure I caught him on is this one right here. It's a little slash bait. I also painted this one at home. It's a similar pattern to the jerk bait that I caught that last rainbow on. Slash bait here. Got another one. This one, yeah, this one feels a little nicer. Right now he's stopping. I don't know. Head shakes feel small, but he's pulling. Now he's kind of small. Yeah, he's small. Okay, so my battery in my GoPro died, and I happened to catch biggest fish of the trip so far, and didn't get it on video. So here it is. This would be a good eater-sized rainbow if you eat fish. And if you eat your fish and you didn't already know this, it's best to bleed your fish out first before you eat it. It just makes them eat better. I don't know how, but you do that by cutting their gills and then letting them bleed out in the water. Just got another. Never mind. The fish jumped right before I started the video, and it spit it. That sucks. Oh, I just got bit. Fish just jumped like 10 feet away from me. Right now I'm only in 25 feet of water, trying a little shallower, seeing how it works. Just got bit a minute ago, hoping he'll come back and bite on camera. There he is. Ooh. He came back.
You have one?
Yeah. Feels a little bit nicer. Oh yeah. Crap, my reel's starting to come off my rod. Ooh. Jumper. Another rainbow. That would be another good eating size one if you wanted to eat it. Come on. There we go. Crap. Okay, I just hit the shoreline, but this, it's like a wall of rocks, so I'll try to turn the camera in a minute. It's so deep that I'm like 2 feet away from the shoreline, and it's 5 feet deep already. So the nose of my kayak is touching shore, but the rest of it's good, so I don't have to pull up my pedal drive or anything. Dang. Guess they like that drop off or something. Sweet, spit the hook. Okay. Not bad. Take a picture. Take a picture. Hope that worked. I don't know. Wow. So we've switched tactics and we're catching fish left and right. We keep doubling up and stuff. So right by the ramp, there's the ramp here is in a big channel. And on the side of the channel, the left side, if you're going away from the ramp, if you just troll up and down by the shoreline about 50 feet, we're catching fish left and right. So I'll probably get another one in a few minutes. And they're all rainbows too. I think they might be getting ready to spawn right now though, because now is about that time of year. It's April 30th right now. And we're only trolling in about 50 feet of water at 2 miles an hour. I just got hit. Didn't quite get the hook. There he is. Don't know if you saw that or not. Okay, I literally just cast it again to start trolling after I just let that last fish go, and within seconds to start, and I already got another one. I'll show you the lure I'm using again as soon as I get him in. This one's a little nicer. That one might be a good eater size. I mean, he's kind of on the smaller side though. Just one sec. Right now I'm just getting the lure untangled from the net. That's why I always take so dang long. I hate this net. Ouch. Alright. Okay. Here's the fish. Again, he's a bit on the smaller side. But he's not terrible. And then the lure, it's just a slash bait that I've been using all day that I painted myself. Maybe one of these days we'll make a video showing how we paint our lures and stuff. Got another one on again. It's 5 minutes after the last. One thing I forgot to say is a few hours ago, so in the mornings I've been tipping my lures with a little bit of worm to give it extra scent and stuff. I stopped doing that a few hours ago and it's not making a difference. Again, this has no worm at all. I'm just catching fish left and right. Probably gonna stop recording soon unless I catch something really big. I'm just catching them left and right. So this one's just another like 12-incher or something like that. Most of them are, you know, pretty small, like 12 inches, but every now and then I'll get an 18-incher or a 16, something like that. But yeah, the worm's not making a difference at all. And I'm just trolling with one rod now. I was trolling with two earlier, and I just kept doubling up. It's just catching them left and right, so I'm only using one rod now. Okay, so right now we're catching fish trolling, and I'm gonna start casting just towards my rod's getting a bit well. I'm not even moving. Well, I don't know if you saw that or not, but this rod's not even moving, and it just got bit and fish jumped. Yeah, there's no fish on. This other one's getting bit right now too. But we are catching fish left and right. We're doubling up like every 10 minutes. Oh, yeah, that's getting a bite. Yep, there's another one. Okay, jumper. A little nicer one than what we've been catching most of the day. This one's getting bit again, jeez. not even moving. It is. So this is actually my first time coming to Lost Creek. Same with my dad. We've never been here before. And this is our first trip of the year too. And we're catching fish left and right. Every fish we've caught in today too has been on the lures we painted. I've not caught a single fish today on a lure that I didn't paint. So I'll bet you if I cast these for a minute and just cast and reel in, I'll catch them too. Probably gonna do that for a while. I'm not even trolling them far behind my boat, my kayak. I'm just casting them backwards and not letting any more line on that out, and they're still biting. So I'm really starting to think though, I'm pretty sure it's like post-spawn for the rainbows. Like they're finishing up spawning and then starting to move deeper again. A couple of years ago we fished just like this at Flaming Gorge and we caught fish left and right too. I actually caught a rainbow too that might have been 10 pounds a few years ago. So yeah, if it's around April 30th, or towards the end of April, I'd highly recommend coming out here. Just trawling up and down the shorelines or casting. We've tried, these Rapalas seem to be the only thing working for us too. We've tried like tube jigs tipped with worms and then something called atomic teasers, which are smaller tube jigs that work great at Strawberry and Georgia now. But they just aren't working here. But these jerk baits and slash baits are catching fish every 2 minutes. So I'd highly recommend coming out here and doing this.
Those are not stars. The trash is entering the atmosphere. In just a few minutes, it'll be like having a meteor shower.
Okay, final thoughts of our fishing trip, weather conditions and things and so forth. I feel like when the clouds came out, the fish became much more active.
Okay, another thing we learned on this trip is that during this time of the year it's cold, the trout are more active. So you want to use something like our slash baits and our jerk baits with a rattle. They're more active and they're more aggressive and they're more likely to hit it than they are a soft plastic or a tube jig.